I am standing in one of Denver's best neighborhoods, one of Denver's most popular and coveted neighborhoods. In the first half of 2021, selling a home in here was as good for your pocketbook as selling off Bitcoin. And finding a home in here was about as challenging as mining for that crazy cryptocurrency. Hey everybody, I am Alyson Wahl with Live South Denver, your real estate strategist and realtor for the South Denver area. So where am I? I am in South Denver near Arapahoe and Quebec in the neighborhoods of Homestead Farm, Homestead Farm 2, and Homestead in the Willows. This wildly popular covenant-controlled neighborhood is made up of 3 communities, not just one, and all of these coveted homes were built in the 70s by a local builder, Sanford Homes. The square footage in Homestead Farm runs 2,200 to 4,800. In Homestead Farm 2, we're running around 2,300 square feet to 4,400 square feet. And Homestead in the Willows runs about 2,250 to 4,750 in square footage. Now, since these homes were built in the 70s, a lot of the homes do not have central air conditioning unless you get one that's already remodeled. Your best bang for your buck is to get one that's not remodeled and do it for yourself, but most people don't want to do that. But just be aware, you may find a home where they have a swamp cooler, evaporative cooler, or just open the windows on those Colorado evenings. So what is it that makes these neighborhoods so darn popular? Well, it's a handful of things, so let me run through the list with you. One is the layout. There are lots of looping streets, cul-de-sacs, green belts, and large lots that keep you from feeling like you're right on top of your neighbors. As you may be able to see in all of the video footage behind me, these lots are gorgeous. And the street that's in front of me, which you can't see, backs to the pool, and there's some green belt there. And you might get a sneak peek as we walk up past this house here, just how large the side lot is. Another thing that people really love are all the activities and the community feel. We're talking Easter egg hunts, get to know your neighbor events, the pool activities in the summer, the Santa events at Christmas, the fall activities with pumpkin patches. All year round, there's something for the family and the community. The things that bring a lot of my buyers in here are the amenities, pools and tennis courts. Pools in a neighborhood are one of the most popular things people look for in a Colorado community. Now, you can find places like Highlands Ranch where you've got all the rec centers, but people want something really close to home, possibly walkable. If not, it's a really short drive, and it's going to be all of your neighbors and your friends where you can build that community feel. That definitely happens here in the Homestead communities. There are multiple pools across the neighborhood, keeping the number of people at each one down so it makes it usable, right? Not overcrowded. And then there are also tennis courts planted all throughout the community as well. There are swim teams, there are tennis clubs, there are all sorts of ways to get connected, plugged in, and make friends. That is one of the real reasons I find a lot of my folks love to look in this neighborhood and try to get connected in here. Another reason, as you may have noticed, look at the home styles. They all have a colonial vibe. Now, out here in Colorado, it's not that we have just one style of home. If you're up in the city, you might find a Denver square. You're going to find bungalows. You'll find historic homes. You definitely find mountain contemporary. But in these neighborhoods, you get colonial, and people love it. Sanford Homes had quite a few floor plans when they built out these 3 neighborhoods. Some of the most popular today are the larger ones, such as the Manor House, the Benedict, and the Hamilton. No popular neighborhood is complete without a discussion about schools. So Homestead, all 3 of those neighborhoods cover 2 different school districts. All right, so Homestead in the Willows goes to the Cherry Creek School District, and they have the walkable neighborhood school, Homestead Elementary. So that part is a huge draw, right? Because you can get out your door, walk to school, you're walking with your friends. People really love that vibe. It's such a quintessential 1950s dreamy feel to be able to walk to school with all of your friends. Now, the other 2, Homestead Farm and Homestead Farm 2, they are part of Littleton Public School. They have Franklin Elementary, which is a brand new building, so state of the art and very much desired. Both Cherry Creek schools and Littleton Public Schools rank very well. So Homestead in the Willows with the Cherry Creek School District, they feed to Cherry Creek High School. People love that school. And Homestead Farm and Homestead Farm 2 feed to Arapahoe High School. All right, as great and dreamy as all of this is, if the location around here stunk, all of it would be for naught. But the location is prime. We are about 5 minutes from I-25, just short of the Denver Tech Center. So the commute into the Tech Center is premium, about 10 minutes. You obviously have a shortened commute into downtown Denver compared to other Denver suburbs to the south end. And you're incredibly close to the whole retail district down in Lone Tree near Park Meadows. So you have all the shopping you could ever want. Average home prices in Homestead from 2004 to 2006. We're talking way back, but this is pre-recession. It was $412,000. You come up to 2012 to 2014, so we get post-recession, and the average price was $430,000. So we're looking at average growth of about 4%. So pretty status quo, flat, right? Jump ahead to 2018 to 2020. So we're pre-COVID. Growth was 55%. $665,000 was the average price for these homes. I would be happy to buy one of these homes for $665,000. Thing is, I can't do that today. If we look at the last 12 months, which has been a peak in this market, it has been wild, as any of you know who've been watching market updates. And we have seen home price averages in this community grow to $815,000, which is a 22% change. All of those numbers I've shared with you beat out a similar community in popularity, in age, in size. And if I pull out just the hot peak season of mid-spring 2021, the average home price in here was $880,000. Woo, we almost hit $900,000 in here. These homes are gorgeous. I think you could see why people might be clamoring after them, but what a huge gain in prices. That little snapshot puts us 32% over the average prices from 2018 to 2020. And during that hot spring, the maximum overbid by a single buyer was 25% over list price. Now maybe you get a feel for why I was saying this neighborhood is like owning Bitcoin. People go crazy over it. The overall market has cooled down, and it's true for this neighborhood as well. Bidding wars have really cooled their heels. I just got a buyer under contract in this neighborhood at list price. At list price. I can't tell you how much that excites me, because we were watching homes, as I said, go for 25% over list, $100,000 over, $200,000 over. So list price is like striking gold. So with this cool down, with improvements in inventory, and with this neighborhood staying hot, now is the time to get into this amazing neighborhood. If you'd like to chat about buying or selling in Homestead or any of Denver's other amazing neighborhoods, please reach out. You know I would love to connect with you. And hey, I will see y'all next week.